There was a moment when we were working in the lab where you can kind of see that it was working. And on our campus, that moment was when we all stopped pointing fingers at each other. When the faculty didn't point to the financial aid office and say that you're doing something wrong over there. When the financial aid office didn't point back at the faculty member and says, why are you sending us these students with these questions? And why are you telling them that we have all these resources and money? When we all realized that we all wanted the same goal, and that goal was for the students to be successful.
And I would say that we started out probably with a lack of trust or understanding between the teams of what we were trying to do. And really, as we worked through that process, built that trust and built that understanding of each other, so that it wasn't just putting an emergency aid project together that has helped our students. I really think it has helped our staffs work together better and have a tighter communication and understanding and appreciation of what each campus is going through.
We realized different campuses do things differently, and we felt that close to home because University of Washington Seattle and University of Washington Tacoma are very different. One of the ways that showed up was just the resources that different campuses have available. Seattle is just larger, they're older, they have more resources. So even though we were collaborating on developing a system together, a lot of times UW Seattle was just able to be out in front of us. They could get things done faster, they were moving ahead of us, and there were times that was a little frustrating from the beginning. That ended up being a strength, and I think it's a strength that is demonstrated in the emergency aid cohort in general. Seattle got in front, and we were kind of the critical friends. So they would develop something, and we were able to kind of quickly point out, okay, from a different university's perspective, this is what's strong, this is what might not work. It might not work from the perspective that our students are a little different. You know, we are a largely commuter campus. The number of first-gen students we have is different. How does this tool look from those different student experiences? It also helped us from the perspective of having different resources. Our financial aid team is pretty small, so if we develop a system that might work at UW Seattle, where their team might be a little bit bigger, how can we then translate that and help to scale it? And I think when I look at the roadmap and that opportunity to learn from other campuses' examples, what can be that frustrating, well, they're a little bit different, actually in the end becomes a way to kind of step back and learn and develop something that others can benefit from.
The biggest difficulty is just past history of interacting with each other. And that was tough for people to get over. And I would say that that's really the biggest key when you're working with another institution to earning that trust, is to make sure that unspoken assumptions are revealed so that they can be addressed, and in order for people to kind of have a little bit of healing from whatever those things are so that they can move forward and find that common ground and ultimately see that you all have the best interest of the student in mind.